Hello, everybody. Welcome to Unstoppable University. Tonight, I'm just going to share a couple things with you. First, I'm going to share with you the next way that you can earn the charcoal mask. Super excited about it. It released today for directors. It releases for consultants in about a month. And just a couple cool facts. I printed off the fact sheet so I could read to you guys a little bit about the charcoal mask. First, there are three main ingredients, okay? So three main ingredients. First one, activated charcoal, okay? Activated charcoal is the first main ingredient. And it says, when charcoal goes through a special heating process, it becomes activated, making it more porous. Activated charcoal is known to absorb up to double its weight in impurities. The power of activated charcoal helps unclog pores, taking skin beyond everyday clean. As a result, your complexion looks clearer and healthier and pores appear minimized, okay? So just know that this is a liquid. It's like the scent looks like super weird. I actually have some of the charcoal mask in a jar. I sent my bottle off to somebody. So I put a little bit in a jar. So you can kind of see, it looks just like kind of like goopy. It smells amazing. It smells like rosemary and mint. And you actually want to take a liquid foundation brush to apply it when you put it on. And it does dry. It does not peel off, but it washes off. You want to take a really hot cloth, lay it on your face for a few seconds, and then begin wiping off about 10 seconds. Let the warmth just absorb in. And what this does is as it dries on your face, it turns a light gray, but where you'll see it soaking up all the oil and impurities out of your pores, it turns a dark gray. So super gross. So that's what the activated charcoal is doing. The second most important ingredient in the charcoal mask is kaolin and bentonite clays. Studies show people with problem skin produce more oil than people in a control group do. Skin can also become oilier with seasonal changes or other factors, making excess oil a common concern. Formulated with the absorbent power of kaolin and bentonite clays, this mask instantly absorbs excess oil and reduces shine. Okay, so first we had activated charcoal. It absorbs impurities up to double its weight. Second, we had kaolin and bentonite clays, and it absorbs excess oil, reduces shine. And then the third most important ingredients are honeysuckle and navy bean extracts. So it contains honeysuckle and navy bean extract shown to target the appearance of skin discoloration. So if you have any customers, not only if you have customers that have excess oil, this is not just for oily skin. Also, if you have customers who have some skin discoloration, whether it's like dark spots or redness, I'm really excited because right now I am paler than a ghost, like Twilight style. But in about a month after I've gotten to lay out at the pool a little bit more, every single year I get a really, really, really bad skin masking going on right there. And it's because I laid in a tanning bed way too much and used baby oil and iodine. Why did I think that was okay? I don't know why I thought that was okay, but I did it anyways. So every single year, it's so deeply embedded in my skin. Every single year, it comes back out. And so I'm excited because this is going to help keep control of that, so it won't get so prominent. So they're shown to target the appearance of skin discoloration. Together, they're a powerful ingredient combination designed to help you leave a troubled past behind and create a clearer looking future. Additionally, during in vitro testing, each botanical extract was shown to impact factors that help soothe skin. And I definitely believe that the charcoal mask soothes skin because I feel like it's very soothing. I really, truly feel like it's a spa product. Besides the fact that it has peppermint and rosemary, which is just calming and soothing, just like smelling it, it smells like a spa. I also definitely feel that it soothes on my skin. So the mask, you want to use the mask 2 to 3 times a week after your cleansing steps. Smooth and even layer over your skin. Leave it on 10 to 20 minutes. I leave it on a solid 20 minutes. I leave it on until it's dry and it has sucked the nasty out of all my pores. And then of course rinse thoroughly, and you really, really do want to follow up with a lot of hydration. Mary Kay is really pushing that we do multi-masking with this, that we put the clear proof in the areas where our skin is oily, kind of your T-zone area. Some people have oiliness all over, and that's cool. But if you don't, like me, super oily, and I mean full T-zone, super oily, cheeks, not oily at all. Like, I don't know if I've ever gotten a zit on my cheeks, to be perfectly honest. Like, I could get full zits up in here, but this is going to be dry. And so they really recommend that you put the gel mask on there. Last night I did the Clear Proof. I did it just on my T-zone. Then I actually took our Moisture Renewal Gel Mask and I put it all over my entire face and slept with that on, because you can actually sleep with that mask on. And it's proven actually that increasing like good kinds of hydration can actually reduce the amount of oiliness, because your face doesn't feel the need to overcompensate and create excess oil. So formula attributes of the charcoal mask: suitable for all skin tones and types, clinically tested for skin irritancy and allergy, dermatologist tested, suitable for blemish-prone and sensitive skin, very important, and non-comedogenic, okay? Non-comedogenic means non-pore clogging. Non-comedogenic is a big, big buzzword that you always want to learn, centered around skincare products, okay? So really important, just a couple things. I am going to, here's some really cool buzzwords that I did like. Activated charcoal acts like a magnet to unclog pores, and the formula is clinically shown to instantly absorb excess oil and reduce shine. So just like basically two phrases that you guys can remember. Actually, I would stick to three things that the charcoal mask does. When people say, what does the charcoal mask do? Say, the activated charcoal acts like a magnet to unclog pores. The formula is clinically shown to instantly absorb oil and reduce shine. And three, because of the navy bean extract, it is also targets the appearance of skin discoloration. So I would remember those three things, most importantly, that the charcoal mask does. I will definitely be getting this information out to you guys as well. So excited about this charcoal mask. We're going to have a lot of prep work coming in the next few weeks, all centered around the charcoal mask. This is one of the greatest product releases that we've ever had in Mary Kay history, as far as I'm concerned, because I've never seen social media so hot with a product and then we release it. I mean, the closest thing to this would have been the skin brush, and that was just insane. I mean, I can tell you right now, that skin brush is what made us a Cadillac unit the first time, because we went nuts on selling skin brushes. So really excited about the release of this charcoal mask. Okay, next, writing a note really quick. Next, really quick, I just want to touch base on a couple points that I learned. This past week, I went to a Success Live event. So if you've ever heard of Success Magazine, incredible magazine, all entrepreneurs, all highly successful business people apply to this magazine. I mean, it's definitely a magazine. They joke like it's a magazine successful people read, but really, truly it is. You know, every single national in Mary Kay has a subscription. All of the top directors have a subscription. Stacey always recommends when you become a sales director, get a subscription. I actually posted on our Facebook group today that you can get a subscription for $19.95 for the whole year, which is crazy. And that's limited. I don't know how many more days it's going to be out. And that's just because I went to that event last week. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to give you guys more and more nuggets from this training, because it was 14 insanely amazing world-renowned speakers. I mean, I was like totally geeking out the entire time watching these speakers. I was there with my friend Allison Pirro, also top sales director, pink Cadillac driver. And a new person would come on stage and I'd be like literally though. I was like, it is Brandon Bouchard, it is Brandon Bouchard. And then Henry Cloud would come out, it is Henry Cloud, it's Henry Cloud. She's like right there. So I was freaking out because they were all of, 12 feet away from us, basically. We're in like the 7th or 8th row or something like that. So it was incredible. And it was in a huge hotel ballroom at the Intercontinental Hotel in Addison. So it was just like the craziest, most intimate event that ever was. And the reason that we get so blessed and so lucky to have such an intimate event is because Success Magazine headquarters is like 5 minutes that way. I don't know, 5 minutes straight down the road. So we got really blessed to be able to have that experience. So tonight, what I'm going to share with you guys is 6 habits of high performers, 6 habits of high performers. And this is by Brandon Bouchard. And he took the last couple of years to intensely study what are habits of high performers. and he nailed it down to 6 key habits, okay? So I'm a couple points to tell you before I get into the 6 key habits. So high performers, they are extraordinary, but they became that way through their habits. High performers, they are extraordinary, but they became that way through their habits. So you guys, when I heard that, I had already been really praying, like, good Lord, please, 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 like, lay something so hard in my spirit that causes me to become a really highly disciplined person. After leaving Fisher, I think I did what every person that leaves a corporate world does, and I was like, I just want to take a nap. Not literally all day, but just kind of like relax. You know what I mean? Like, I think what people must feel like when they retire or something like that. I don't really know. But I had a hard time getting back in a really high structured, highly disciplined life. And so, you know, one thing that I can recommend today, I have been working on my weekly plan sheet. So you guys can just Google Mary Kay weekly plan sheet. And there's a PDF always, you know, and print it off. And so today I've been working on that. And then you know, obviously I'll take my highlighter and go in here, and you want to highlight out the areas. So like here, I marked off a few hours, 3 days a week, to just have time in my Mary Kay office. And you want to have very minimal time doing that. You don't want to spend a lot of time in there. Obviously, as a sales director, I spend a little bit more time in there. As a consultant, you need to spend a couple hours a week probably in there just entering in customer stuff and doing all that customer maintenance. But, you know, so I marked that, and then everything else, like, I'm going to start color coding it. And I literally put everything like sleeping, working out, showering, devotions, you know, reading, everything like that. Everything goes on this really highly structuring and scheduling out my week. And, you know, it's not like you get legalistic about it where it can't move, but that's one really serious habit to have. Next, while they are more successful than their peers, they are consistently less stressed. So in his study the past couple of years, he found that while high performers are more successful than their peers, they are consistently less stressed. And I think a huge faux pas that people associate with highly successful people is maybe that they have a lot of stress going on in their life. And he scientifically found out that that is actually not true. And I would agree with him. Like, I feel like the more success you have in your life, the more peace you have in your life, because success allows you to have tools, first of all, tools like coping skills. The more successful you get, the more emotional coping skills that you have available, and anything that comes your way, you're better able to cope with that type of situation. And so you're less likely to be stressed. Next, also, obviously, this is an obvious one. The more successful you are, the more money you have. And money is nothing more than a tool. They always say people with a poverty mindset associate money with stress. People with an abundance mindset associate money like a tool. It's a tool that they get to use to make their life a little bit easier. And it's nothing more than that, just a tool. So now we're going to go into the 6 habits of high performers. Okay, 6 habits. So first, high performers seek clarity. They seek clarity. They seek clarity more than anyone else, constantly asking themselves, where am I going and why? He said that when he worked with Oprah, he had an interview with Oprah, and she said he said that he asked her, she asked him this, and then he said, hey, do you say that to everybody? And she said, there's one question I ask, and that I have asked to every single person that has ever been on my show, that I've ever interviewed. Sorry, getting tired. Woke up early to work out this morning. And she says, what's our intention with this meeting? What is our intention with this meeting? They said it's important to be clear about what you want, and also don't be afraid to ask for it. Seek clarity. Know what you want and why you want it. This is hilarious, actually. Not hilarious, but kind of hilarious. Go with me on the hilariousness of this. So, recently I said to somebody, you'll never know unless you ask. And if that's what you want, you just got to ask for it. I'm having a conversation with my friend the other day on the phone, and I was like, you know what, why not? And it was about calling up a huge company. Actually, the company's Jamba Juice. And I was like, why not? You'll never know unless you ask, and why not just call them? And so this past weekend, my friends and I were from college. We were in San Antonio. We were having a wedding there, right? And we're sitting there Saturday morning at Starbucks. We're down there near the Riverwalk, and we had really pretty much just woken up, but Starbucks was like at the end of the block from our hotel. So we literally rolled out of bed, threw on our yoga pants, and we walked down. We're sitting outside. It's a gorgeous morning having coffee. And next thing I know, there's the three of us sitting here, and we're in this outdoor little fenced-in area. Next thing I know, this guy walks up to us, and he didn't look really homeless. I swear to you, he really didn't. Like, he didn't look well put together or anything. I'm not saying that, but he didn't look like your typical homeless person. And he goes, "Hey, can any of you ladies spare a penny?" Well, all I had with me was my phone, knowing like we're going to Starbucks, right? Actually, my app. So tired, don't think a single thing of it. My friend Becky, apparently so tired, doesn't think a single thing of it, and goes, "Oh yeah, I just saw a penny right there." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And so I like reach over, pick it up, and as I'm going like this, handing this man a penny, who literally asked, "Ladies, do you have a penny?" I don't know. I don't criticize about what somebody asks for. As I'm doing this, he says, "Because I haven't eaten in 3 days." And I'm going, there's that moment where you're like, "Oh my God, what am I doing? Why am I doing this?" And I like drop it in his hand, and I was like, "Have a great day." Like, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And he's like walking away, and I'm like, I'm like trying to get the words out of my mouth. Like, "Let me order you some food with my app." Could not get it out. And then he was around the corner and totally disappeared. And I'm going, "Oh my God." And we're like, they're dying laughing. I'm like, "Oh my goshing." And all of a sudden I'm like, "But he asked for a penny." Like, you're going to get what you ask for, okay? And so see clarity. Know what you want. Bro, if you want $100, ask me for $100. Don't ask me for a penny, or I'm going to give you for a penny. And so I thought that was hysterical. Like, know what you want and don't be afraid to ask for it, right? Okay. Number 2, create and generate energy. Generate energy. High performers are better at generating energy than anyone else. They manage their emotions and stress 70% better than anyone else. Number 3, they raise necessity. Raise necessity. They're always aware of, what must I do today? Are they greeting each day with clarity of what needs to accomplish? They know the one thing they need to do today to get them closer to their goal. Number 4, high performers increase productivity greater than anybody else. There's something called the PQO. It stands for prolific quality output. They focus on what is the stuff we really need to be producing. And what they use, the example here, they use the Steve Jobs example, and I kind of told you guys a little bit about that last week, how when Steve Jobs came back and infamously took over Apple again after he was fired, everything was just kind of like a crap show, basically. And stuff was all over the place. And so he walked in there and he literally went up to the whiteboard and he drew that on the whiteboard. And in one category he wrote, it was like portable, desktop, consumer, pro. Like, the consumer that's using the product, so these are the 4 different categories that we're making things in. And he said, this is it. If what you're designing does not fit in one of these 4 categories, we do not make it. We are masters at creating portable electronics, creating desktop electronics, creating electronics for the consumer, and creating electronics for the pro. And anything other than that is not our game. You know, we're going to be great at what we do, not good at a million things. You know, a jack of all trades, a master of none. They wanted to be a master of a few things. And so for us, you know, Noah and Mary Kay, don't let yourself get all jumbled up in all the junk, because at the end of the day, Mary Kay, we do 3 things. We share the product, we share the opportunity, and we have positions of leadership. So we share the product, we share the opportunity, and we have positions of leadership. Number 5, habits of high performers. High performers develop influence more than anybody else. And they said there are 3 key factors of either someone who has influenced you or how to become an influencer. 3 key factors. 1, somebody who influenced you taught you how to think. They 2, challenged you. And they 3, role modeled the way. So 3 key factors of someone who influenced you. They 1, taught you how to think. 2, challenged you to be better. 3, role modeled the way. Okay, last but not least, number six, habits of high performers. They demonstrate courage more than anybody else. They don't hold back. They are willing to step into the unknown, and they're always curious. They stay curious. So they don't hold back. They're willing to step into the unknown, and they're always staying curious. So that was the 6 steps again. 6 habits of high performers. 1, seek clarity. 2, generate energy. 3, raise necessity. 4, increase productivity. 5, develop influence. And 6, demonstrate courage. So I just wanted to give you guys like the most potent nuggets. All 14 of these speakers literally had 20 minutes and 20 minutes only to deliver the most potent stuff that they've ever developed in their life, deliver that straight to us. And I love that because that means there's no fluff. I felt like I was riding a million miles an hour, and I felt like I just got like this straight to the point, most important information that they've come up with in their career. So there you go. That is the information from Brendon Burchard on habits of high performers. And also you guys learned a little bit about the charcoal mask. So if you're still watching this video right now and you send me, let's see, how should we do this? How about what is one habit you're going to work on this next week, okay? Out of these 6, what is one habit you are going to work on over this next week to make stronger? Send that to me. If you text that to me, I will drop a prize in the mail for you. So hope you guys have a great night. Bye.